Yay Networks.
Bye.
Welcome back to another episode of the Perfect Pair Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Rock-T is who I busy.
And I'm Krystal, Rock-T's better half. Rocky, stop. Oh my God. They gonna think something's wrong with our connection and stuff.
Oh, man. So last episode was a great episode. People are still blowing us up about that.
Okay.
This episode was kind of a part two.
Right.
From last episode, the end of it.
Right.
And it was called
Remember Your Spouse Had a Past.
That's the name of this episode this week. Remember Your Spouse Had a Past. This is a good one. I can't wait to get into this one because this part of relationships gets people in so much trouble.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. If it was after the cheating and maybe a bunch of lying, this is probably top 3.
Yeah, well, with financial too. Finances.
Yeah, we're going to get into it.
Top 5.
Let's get into this, man. Perfect Pair Podcast starts right now. All right, so everybody has a past. And we have a problem with letting that past go when we meet somebody new. Like when we learn stuff about their past.
Oh, right. What I'm saying about it is like stuff that happened before you guys. Before you two got together, before you started dating, before you guys got serious, or before you guys got married. Because I feel like those are all different stages in relationships that you go through. You kind of meet each other, then you might start dating, then you say, okay, we're in a serious relationship. Serious relationship kind of just maybe on and off, or you didn't know if y'all was gonna work, and then all of a sudden you say, okay, we really want to be this together. Let's get engaged and be married. I feel like to me, those are all different stages, and when you move on to the next phase of your relationships, whatever happened before that needs to stay there.
Come on now.
That's what I feel like. So if you're dating and when something kind of you didn't like, but then you decide to go ahead and make it serious and be in a relationship, y'all can't keep bringing up that past that bothered you. Unless it's just reoccurring, is still like if it's still happening, then okay, it's because they're still doing the same behaviors. It's relevant behaviors because what recently just happened. So that's why I see why you can bring it up. But if none of that is happening, you can't keep bringing up the past and going off of what you heard other people say about what she or he has done when you wasn't even around.
Man, listen, especially when you learn something new about your mate.
Right.
From their past.
Right. But
like,
they were not with you.
Yeah, right. Whatever
they
it was.
probably didn't even know you at the time.
Right. So it's I know it's easy to say, but if you find out your girl was the set out chick back in the day, and she was the one that was with all of your homies, but you didn't really know, but you just found this out. I mean, I can understand from a man point of view. That's like,
well, shit, that's what
y'all
tell
me?
Too.
Why didn't you tell me that you, blah, 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 we hang around all these people all the time. These are our friends, but that was before.
Well, my thing is, if it's all your friends, what kind of friends you have that couldn't tell you, hey, man, I tapped that.
That's a good point. That's a good
like, you got some messed up friends then, because your friends should have told you while y'all was dating through the process before y'all got together, like, hey, I tapped that. And shame on them, so that's not a good example. So you need to stay out the examples category. But
it can work both ways.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Men are always out there hoeing and stuff, but no, y'all, it's okay to know that y'all don't mess with and had sex with half of everybody, half the school, and we supposed to be like, okay, they changed now. Yeah. No, like, I mean, but my thing is, this is why it's so important to get to know who you about to marry and be with. Because I'm really talking to the married people that are married right now, in these marriages, and you're bringing up something from their past that has nothing to do with y'all's marriage at the moment.
Right, because all that happened before you guys.
Before you guys. That has nothing to do. And then when I say nothing, you can't bring up something that happened while she was in college doing stuff, being young, doing different dumb stuff, and then bring it up because I got drunk one time with my friends.
Right.
And now it's like you trying to make it seem like this is a pattern.
Right.
No. I just got drunk with my friends one time because I was stressed out being around you and I was trying to release some stuff.
Wait a minute, babe.
Because that's what some people be doing. And then, no, especially if you get with somebody that's in their late 30s and stuff, most of you already have kids.
Message.
Most of you have already been having sex and had multiple partners at this time. So for you to get in this marriage and feel like your person is not supposed to be Mother Teresa, shame on you. But yet you got all these kids. You got a whole ex-wife and everything, but you got a problem.
Why'd you go down into your seat?
Because the other person that had somebody else and had sex with somebody before you.
Right.
You have a problem that you can't even enter a state because you know that state she been in there with somebody else.
That's a problem.
That is a problem, and you got some issues.
So
you got some real issues. You are not secure within who you are.
I got some energy in here that you talking to somebody specific.
Yes.
I don't even know who she's talking about, y'all, but it's something in this energy right here that she talking to somebody.
Yes, because her past, no, she did have sex. You knew that. Hell, you knew it by the way she gave it to you. She had some experience.
Don't say no names. Don't say no names. But you're making great points. You're making great points.
I'm just saying you knew that. But now you want to hold it against her because she had a past before you, but she got to face your past every single day.
Ooh-wee. Hey, she preaching, y'all.
If somebody got to face your past because you the one with the kids, they came into the marriage and she got to face them being disrespectful. Mm-hmm. She got to face somebody still trying to step in her marriage and run her household when it's her house. Not hers over there, not the ex. We got a problem. Shame on you and shame on you for allowing these kids to come over here and act the way they want to act.
Wait a minute.
Because no, sir.
I don't know who she's talking to, y'all.
And no, ma'am, if it's a ma'am. Because this is wrong. And it's just frustrating.
So as you can tell, like, we listen, we don't bring up the past. We used to when we learned from it. And now we've become better because of it.
But no, I don't think we ever brought up our past or what happened before we started dating. Before we started dating, I don't feel like we've done anything like that. And we've respected one another's past.
Right. But what I'm talking about as far as, like, we brought up the past.
When we got in an argument with something with us and then we bring it up. No, what I'm talking about.
Before we met.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't do that.
We don't do that. And we respect one another's past.
Absolutely.
We respect it so much that when something happens to his ex-wife, like her family, when her mother passed, when their father passed, we were there. Mm-hmm. I supported him. I supported him all the way through. Can I explain what happened with my ex?
Go for it.
My little high school sweetheart, my little first love or whatever, passed away out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. Out of nowhere. And I did shed some tears. I was like, babe, I really hope you don't take this in the wrong way, but he passed away out of nowhere, and it's just sad.
Absolutely.
It's just so sad.
He was your friend.
Right, because he was my friend. We grew up together, and yes, we did date. And he was like, no, babe, I understand. I get it. Are you okay? He hugged me. That's being secure within your relationship. When I tell you I fell in love with my husband all over again just off of that, you did that. He did that because he knows it's nothing like that. It was just a friendship. I'm not crying because, I want him. My love died. No.
Right.
It was just sad.
Yeah.
It was just I'm going to cry when any of my friends do anything like that. His mother has a photo album with one of his little girlfriends that's in there. She's all in there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she was cute. I said, so I guess this one the ugly ghetto one. But I'm just saying. But this one was cute. But he had a past. What do I look like? Being mad and bothered because he had a past and want to get mad because his mother have photo albums.
Right, when I was in high school.
Right, high school with this girl that was very involved in his life at the time. That was part of his past. That has nothing to do with what we're doing right now.
Hope y'all listen.
And if you are secure enough in your relationship, this wouldn't faze you. But if you're not, this is for you. You need to check yourself. You need to go back and go to therapy. And I ain't saying this to be funny, to learn to love yourself and understand what the hell you got at home before you mess it up. And I'm serious, because this shit is getting old and all the pettiness. You play games. We are too old to keep playing these games. Well, you know how that make me feel. No.
Oh.
No, I don't. And I'm saying this, and I used to play them damn games, wanting him to know how it made me feel. I don't know how it make you feel. No, you need to figure out how it made you feel, and you need to apologize to me for this little funky-ass attitude you keep giving me. Because what I really want to tell you to do is get the hell out of here.
real quick, before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about our amazing friends at HelloFresh. You get that farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Y'all don't understand, man. Skip all the trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's my favorite part, man, that affordable part, man. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Tell y'all something, man. Ever since HelloFresh started sponsoring and supporting the Perfect Pair podcast, my wife, Krystal, and I, listen, we don't even want to cook no more from scratch. HelloFresh does it for you, and they send it to your doorstep. It's crazy, man. Banish the end of summer blues with HelloFresh. No need to stress about how you gonna handle it all for this fall. Bars. See how I just throw them bars in there like that? We all get that feeling sometimes where you just want that good old-fashioned, wholesome, homemade meal. But there's just not enough time to put it together. HelloFresh is the answer, man. All you need is 15 minutes and you'll be enjoying a tasty, satisfying meal made in your own kitchen. Just look for their quick and easy dinner options, plus quick breakfasts and lunches, too. They got it all, man. We finna take care of all of our people real quick, man. So here's what you got to do. Go to HelloFresh.com/50perfectpair and use the code 50perfectpair for 50% off, plus you get free shipping. All right, they're gonna throw all that in for you. HelloFresh.com/50perfectpair. Then you're gonna use the code 50, the number 50, perfect pair for 50% off plus free shipping. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. So let me bring this all. You okay, babe? Let me get you some water. We got no water. We'll get you some water. Take this ice cream cone, cool you off a little bit. But she's right. At the end of the day, everything she said is dead on, man. So listen, if you want to get that itch, you ever just something just keep itching and won't go away, just kind of keeps bothering you, whatever. That's what this is. You keep bringing that negative itch up, and it gets frustrating.
And you always got a problem with everything.
Got a problem with everything.
It's always an issue. Before y'all go to an event, it's always something.
Right.
It's always this. And then if you're somewhere, you're like, oh, well, you wasn't doing this. Oh, well, I felt like you didn't show me enough attention. Well, I felt like you was more excited, or that person didn't say hi to me, so I don't want to talk to them now. Like, what in the world are we going through?
Yeah, if you can't.
And we're adults. I'm talking about adults. I'm talking about y'all that been married. Y'all grown over 30 and 40 years old doing this silly ass mess.
So, I just had a point, babe, but I just lost my thought.
That's some hoe ass shit, and I ain't lying.
She for
real. It
real.
really is, because you shouldn't do that to your spouse. Like, make them feel so guilty because they said hi or did this, or she had a pass or he had a pass. Who cares?
So here's what happens as well, because if you're the person that does this and bring up the past before
she wasn't in no missionary school, wasn't no nun. She wasn't trying to be no nun.
If you're that kind of
person. If you want one, go to the men. What do you call that place where they supposed to have nuns? What is it called?
What?
What are the nuns called?
A
monastery. You need to go there.
Yeah.
Next time you go, if you are this type of person, you need to go there and get you your wife.
So, but here's the deal.
Sorry.
You can't, or husband.
Or husband. I don't know. They go to the same spot.
Right.
It's the post. Well, you know what they do.
I see your point.
Okay.
But here you go, guys. If you do this in your relationship right now, and you go to another relationship, let's just say this relationship didn't work out. Now you go to your next relationship and you do it at the end, that ain't gonna work out. Then you go to your next relationship, it ain't gonna work out. And it goes back to what I always say. If Bob got a problem with everybody, Bob's the problem.
Yep.
If you got a problem with everybody's past that you date, you the problem.
Yep.
Because all this happened before you. And this is on both sides, male or female. It doesn't matter. So, my wife got a lot of passion about this because we make sure that we don't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you're going to demolish yourself. You're going to give yourself another reason to be unhappy, frustrated, not wanting to come home, not wanting to be around your spouse, not me. You don't want that negative energy.
And you're not going to get the real spouse because they can't open up to you. They can't trust you with their truth because you're going to use it against them. They can't trust you with telling you about what really humiliated them or if they did something embarrassing because you're going to try to use it against them.
Absolutely. So you're not giving...
You're abusing the trust.
You're not bringing out the best version of your spouse, of your mate.
She can't even be herself or he can't be himself. Like when somebody can't be their true self around you, trust me, they're not happy.
Time to go. Listen, you know us. We ain't just going to sit in that stuff. Because I like to be happy.
Right.
You know, I like being happy. I say that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
T-shirt coming soon.
Rocky, he say that all the time. Every time
for real.
Say it.
You can be mad at the world all you want. If you just want to wake up mad, be angry, always frustrated at work, can't nobody do nothing right, you've always finding negative about everything. If you want to be a pessimist, you can be a pessimist. I'm going to be optimistic about everything. I'm going to find a silver lining in everything. I like being happy. And I'm not going to bring up her past before she met me, even if I learned something about her past that I may have don't like. I'm not going to bring it up to cause a bunch of craziness in our relationship because we're happy. We're in a happy space right now. So, okay, it happened. That's a long time ago. Big deal.
Mm-hmm. And if you are dating somebody and you just started dating and it's y'all first date and you go in and you start asking them, do you take girls over here like this? This is what you do with the other guys? That is such a turn off.
Yeah.
Like, because that's you looking into their past on what they've done in their past. Why aren't you worried about what y'all doing right then and there? Because that past doesn't concern you at all. It has nothing to do with you. What he's done with somebody else, anybody else. I had to tell his ex-wife the same thing. I don't care what he did with you. That ain't got nothing to do with me and what we doing right here. So every time you say something about what he did when y'all was together, I don't care. That has nothing to do with me.
Message.
She tried it. And I'm not the one. And I'm here to tell y'all, the more confident you in and you realize that is not affecting you, the closer you and your spouse is going to be.
Come on now. So, hey.
I don't want to start talking because I'm really going to start cussing.
No, we're going to go ahead and just...
I mean it too. I mean it too.
We're going to chop this one off right now. But it's a great message. And I'm glad we talked about it because we dance around it a lot. We brought this up before, but we never just like... went in like, yeah. So listen, y'all. Once again, if you got any questions out there, anything you want us to talk about, fill us up, hit us a DM, email, contact us however you can. But this was probably one of my favorite episodes. It was short and sweet because it needed to be discussed.
Yeah.
In that way that you brought it.
They need to hear
We didn't try,
shit. Everybody in it. Play it for just play it. You know some people don't be listening to this anyway. Just put it in the radio. Put it on while you in the car.
Yeah.
Put it on while you in the house on your Bluetooth speaker so they can hear because they going to turn around because you know how loud and how my voice is. It's one of those that kind of be like, who is that and why is she talking?
Yep.
So,
you're going to get your point across. You ain't got to say nothing.
At all.
Because she going to say it. There it is.
You're going to get a text though later.
Perfect pair yeah. So what exactly did you mean by...
Right, that part. So,
all right, y'all, we out of here. Thanks again. Continue to tell a friend, download, subscribe, follow us on YouTube, social media, Perfect Pair Podcast, everywhere. Love you, babe.
Love you too. Bye. Here he go. Rocky.
Doses.
So pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, billy goats and girls and bats and everything else.
Why do you do that? Just say ladies and gentlemen or just say hi. We are here to tell you guys where to subscribe.
Why are you talking like that? You don't even talk like that. Talk
I know,
yourself.
because I'm waiting for you. Okay.
Subscribe.
Okay. Subscribe. Please listen. You will not be sorry.
Did you just fart?
No. That's your breath.
Oh, comeback time.
Bye.